Get the popcorn ready. It's game time. Objects in motion, stay in motion, as long as they do.
We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having an issue at any time, it needs to be addressed. Your issue and seek location to 55555. A member just election team will respond immediately. Ticket for upcoming home games are still available. Single dancing and ticket packages in the new ticket booth or on our website for more news. Single day tickets and multi-day ones are available. Go to our website or buy a ticket booth before you leave today. And don't forget about our ball and giveaway day. Come to the game, bring your family, and get a free level-line bobblehead. You can still be a part of the Thunder Game Day experience this upcoming season. Visit your nearest ticket booth or visit it online for a venue ticket. At the shooting guard position, standing 6'5", number 12, MP.
This for my city, this for the top, this for the top, this for the win, this for the win, this for the crown, this for the crown, this for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them, I got them all holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you come to my city, this for my city. We thank you for coming, we thank you for coming.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. A moment now to check out some numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. On mid-forward, Ingram and Williamson. The guard set is Alvarado and McCollum. And it's Messi in at center. And for the Thunder, Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. MP out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Holmgren in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Greg, here we are, not yet halfway into the season. For players, has the wear and tear already set in?
It can. Sometimes it's the accumulation by the end of the season, but other times it's just a challenging stretch that can leave you real.
MP passes to Williams. He gets it in there. Williams has got his team on the board to start the game for the Thunder.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Now here's Ingram. Dort grabs the miss. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Over McCollum. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. To the inside. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Pushing it up. And here we go. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
And here's McCollum for 3. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Count it.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Ingram dishes to McCollum. Pass to Williamson. There's the pick. Williamson double team. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Near the 3-point line, it's Ingram. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. This team is firing on all cylinders, with the win streak tying the Heat's 2013 record of 27 wins. How many more wins will they be able to string together?
Look, you're talking about some of the all-time great teams in the history of the NBA to have a win streak of this magnitude. Gonna be fun to see if they can add one more here tonight.
Here's Williamson after the made shot from Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Williamson, the pass to Alvarado. Dort against Ingram. They need this. Drains the three-pointer.
Well, they missed their first 4 shots, but finally able to get one on the board. Sometimes you just need to see that first one go down.
Stan, I look at your list of players you've coached, some incredible scores. Oh, wow, what a quick move inside.
That is incredible.
Oh, man, MP to be young again.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Down low, it's tipped, and it's out of bounds, and last touch by Holmgren. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at New Orleans. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And I think for the Thunder, they were projected to be one of, if not the best team in our league, and thus far, they have not disappointed.
Back to Ingram. He's looking for McCollum and finds him. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Ingram with it. Boy, was he something else against the Clippers. It's over Dort. Pass to Williamson. The three. And it's MV with the rebound. And here's MV. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They defeated Indiana in their last one.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a group.
Yeah, and for a coach, seeing your schemes clicking like that is very rewarding.
And the first one drops. And defensively, Stan, the Pelicans look to try and switch as much as they can.
Yeah, Kevin, and it makes sense with their personnel. It can mean reduced minutes for traditional centers at times, but that's the defensive philosophy they've committed to.
Who needs the NBA draft? I mean, Dort worked his way onto the team, into the rotation, and then turns into a key contributor.
And that one's good. Ingram.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Williams outside. Pelicans with the rebound. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Mark Dagnall for a minute, so I wanted to know what his plans were for going up against C.J. McCollum. Coach said outsmarting him isn't really an option. He added, I think we'll just try to throw size at him so his shots aren't coming easy and his sight lines are disrupted. So he's looking to challenge McCollum as much as possible. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Pelicans trail by 4. Here's Alvarado. He had 10 points in the win against the Clippers.
Yeah, and how about his work on the defensive side? Swatting away several shot attempts.
Ingram against Dort. And it's Ingram missing. The Thunder leading by 4. MP inside. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Indiana. The Pelicans have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Inside, Holmgren with the steal. To the paint. The rebound by Brandon Ingram.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Master Williamson. Shoots over Dort. Williamson with the bucket.
Well, that's something that Zion continues to work on, and it will only help his game moving forward.
Williams kicks to MP. A three-pointer off the mark. Pelicans trail by 4. McCollum deciding where to go with it. No good with the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
MP's shot is good.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Here's McCollum. Another guy who really kicked it up a notch for them in that Clippers game. Fires from way outside. They get it back. Here's the 3. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting 40% here in the early stages. Stolen by Dort. Williams with a clean look. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. And now a 10-point Thunder lead. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
Well, their coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
He's jacked in for Dort. Mason Wallace comes in for MP. And Topic is subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Ingram. He has 5. Comes in for Holmgren.
Let him breathe, all right?
And MP subbed in for Caffey. And the Pelicans making a change here. They've got Hartenstein. Mason Wallace is out there with Jalen Williams. Then it's MP. And it's Topic in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of it.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
First team foul. At the line for your defender, MP. One shot.
And that one misses. Instead, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. I love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
Here's Williamson, and a dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, and that's about as natural as breathing to him. Zion lives above the rim.
Wallace the pass to Hartenstein. Here's Topic. Pass to MP. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Williams. It's good. Williams has got 10 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
It's Hawkins on the wing. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. Williams kicks to Williamson. A three-pointer, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 15. Pass to Topic. Screen by Hartenstein. MP with it. And the wing jumper offline. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys. MP in the last game against Indiana was terrific. He had 27 points and capitalized from the perimeter, making a few threes. And this team is on a hot streak. His play is a big reason why. We'll see if that continues. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
The shot by Williams, no good.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
Pass to Reeves. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
And the shot is good.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Reeves outside. And the drought. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest up top.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Topic. And And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. 17 points was their biggest margin. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight.
Second team foul. At the line for one, MP.
And the free throw, no good.
Well, when you watch MP, you can see the burst he has on the floor. Very explosive young player.
Misi's shot is good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Stan, no one knows Williamson's game more than you. You know it firsthand. Zion's physicality makes him incredibly difficult to defend.
Well, there's no question, Kevin. He's virtually unstoppable going to the basket. But as time goes on, you know everybody's athleticism decreases a little. If he's going to age well in the league, he's going to need to have that jump shot as a weapon.
I'm sure you told him that, didn't you?
I tried.
Back to Ingram. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Wallace finds MP. Wants to get it to Holmgren and does. From deep. Wallace misses. Pelicans trail by 14. And here's McCollum for 3. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
Well, no doubt McCollum is dangerous from distance.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's defended by Alvarado. Here's Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
13 foul.
We see coaches, Stan, willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. I'm going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. And the Thunder making a change here. Hartenstein's checked in. And a change for the Pelicans. Trey Murphy's checked in for Williamson. And Williams drops them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
McCollum against MP. McCollum, no good.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
MP deciding where to go with it. Out to the right wing. Outside Williams. Shot clock at 6. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Ingram outside. McCollum outside.
Come get it, come get it.
And there's the drive. And McCollum with the slam.
Yeah, look at the touch. McCollum off the drive.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. A 24-point outing in their last game against Indiana. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Thunder fans, here comes your own city first.
And the Thunder with some changes. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. And it's Dort in for Cason Wallace. And Ingram has got the ball here for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a 13-point game. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. To the middle. Rolls it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Williams.
You see the full strength and athleticism of Murphy on this jam.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And he didn't go to the line once in the first half. But now he's figuring out how to draw contact and get himself to the line.
Now, here's MP. He's got 17. And here's the upcoming schedule for New Orleans. On Saturday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. And then on Monday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Los Angeles Lakers.
Some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Shots good by Williams.
And running offense through Holmgren, great court awareness and really unselfish.
Pelicans trail by 12. 1:35 left here in the second. Here's Ingram. Thunder with the rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's MP. Inside. MP gets it.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Ingram against Dort. Ingram kicks to McCollum. New Orleans moving the ball around. Ingram up top. Defended by Dort. 4 on the clock. Unloads. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Williams. Goes to the reverse layup and puts it in. Williams has got 8 here in the quarter.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Now Ingram. He's got 7. Looking to end the run. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Thunder lead by 18. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Hey everybody, nothing like a little trade news to perk up your day. We'll take a look first at some transactions around the NBA. Guys, I want to talk about something else for just a second. Is it me, or have the alternative jerseys around the league gotten a little too creative?
I wish you wear an alternative jersey every once in a while, Ernie.
Yeah, man. You know, your threads are getting a little bit stale. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's up with this? I just asked a basketball question, and now it's... Now, looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Pelicans.
Their perimeter D has been soft like bathroom tissue. No excuses. Can't give up that many open shots and get away with it.
Their D being treated like bathroom tissue. No mercy. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Tipping off the second half, here's Willie Green's foul. The wingman, McCollum, along with Ingram. Then it's Jose Alvarado. Then there's Williamson. And it's Misi in at the center, locking down the middle. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, C.J. McCollum has talked about his fit on the Pelicans. He says, with my skill set, I can play in any environment, style, and system. This group, it's just about me making the right plays and finding my offense without taking away opportunities for B.I. and Z to get theirs. Kevin?
True, David. You know, shooting always helps. He's got some talented guys around him for sure. Williams against Williamson. Over Williams. And it's Williamson missing. Oklahoma City leading by 20. And Stanwell in New Orleans, you had a chance to coach Zion Williamson. Now, I've heard you talk about him before, but what's something special about Zion that maybe the average fan doesn't see?
Well, Kevin, that's a great question, because I think what happens a lot of times with Zion, his athleticism is so exceptional that it's hard not to watch and focus on that. But Zion is both very, very smart and a very unselfish player. Nothing makes him happier than an assist to a teammate.
That's a terrific assessment. MP kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. For the three. A three-pointer is right on target. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9.
The classic combo guard. Gilgeous-Alexander is effective in the two-man game, especially on that first option, taking it himself.
Williamson looking it over. From deep three-point land. And it's MV with the rebound.
Well, I'm sure this wasn't what they planned coming out of the locker room. They need to calm down and regroup.
On the wing, Williams. Covered by Williamson. Holmgren in the post. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. MP, no good. New Orleans gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Ingram outside. To stop the drought. Here's Williamson. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that.
And George gets it to go.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for C.J. McCollum.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Alvarado finds Ingram. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And the rejection by Holmgren. Down low. And the dunk by Holmgren.
You want to hide this state offensively, get it to Holmgren in that spot.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D.
Alvarado passes to McCollum. Kicks it out to Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Williamson's got 11 points.
Zion keeping the defense on their toes right there.
MP dishes to Williams. Tries the spin move. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder?
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
It's so easy, Coach, to highlight the athleticism, but there's certainly a mental aspect to the game as well. I know you value that as a coach.
You can never, Kevin, overestimate how important intelligence is. I was in the NBA, or have been around the NBA for 30 years, and I have never seen one really good player who wasn't really smart.
Here's MP. Got a hand on it. Hawkins with it. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Here's Alvarado. Charity stripe shot. The shot by Hawkins, no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Here's MP. Count that one. MP's got 21 in the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Williams against Williamson. Williamson double team. Pass to Hawkins. 5 to shoot. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
It's not often, but Hawkins will take these mid-range looks when they come his way.
MP outside. Wants to get it to Holmgren and does. And the shot goes in. 14 points for Chet Holmgren.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Loose. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
This young kid's got some ups. MP throwing it down.
Ingram against Dort. Ingram kicks to Williamson. Pass to Hawkins. Elbow shot is on the way. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got 6 assists in the game. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Meeting the defense's challenge. That's really all you can ask of a young player like MP.
Free throw good, MP. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Zhang comes in for Jalen Williams. Shepard's checked in for Dort. And Wallace subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Trey Murphy's checked in for the Pelicans. Williams comes in for Williamson. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Outside Williams. Here's Hawkins. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And Trey Murphy gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The Pelicans shooting a meager 37% for the game. Isaiah Hartenstein is out there with Zhang. Then there's Shepard. Then it's MP. And it's Wallace in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Nobody near Williams. MP grabs the miss. MP's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Hartenstein. And here's MP for 3. Reeves with the rebound. Reeves has got his 4th rebound in this one. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
And that one is good from Hartenstein.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Pass to Hawkins. A 3-ball. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Yeah, you have to give him a lot of credit here. He's turned things around after a disappointing first half.
MP passes to Shepard. Now Jang. Wallace outside. Jang with the screen for Wallace. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Wallace has got his first 3 points of the game. Williamson kicks to Williams. Reeves outside. Outside Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Nails the wide open jump shot. The Thunder have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Pass to Shepard. Now here's Jang. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands. Which I guess makes sense. It's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
Topic is checked in for Shepard. And the Pelicans also making a change. Alvarado's checked in. Here's Wallace. Gets it to go from behind the arc. Wallace has got 6 here in this quarter.
And he is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Here's Hawkins. A special move before the shot. Hawkins has got 11 points here in just the second half. Bounce pass Wallace. Here's Topic. Screen by Hartenstein. Topic no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Williamson. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look. Just couldn't finish.
To the inside. And stolen by Jang. 3-pointer. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Just a really good 3-point shooter. Trey Murphy the third. I guess that is why he has the third in his name.
Pass to MP. Well, Stan, the NBA awards impact so much on these players and what they think they can acquire and achieve. How do you feel about the structure of award voting?
Well, right now, Kevin, there's about 100 analysts that each get a vote, and that seems like as good approach as any. Certainly, I need to be on that panel, and, you know, I mean, I think we probably get more worthy award winners if they would just let me pick them myself.
But, you know, they make your picks public, and a lot of times voters are uncomfortable with that.
Yeah, that doesn't really bother me. I'm used to people disagreeing with me anyway. I have a family, Kevin.
Drills the 3-pointer.
Yeah, that's too good a look to get them from behind the arc.
And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Outside Williams. Releases. Rebound by Chang.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Here's Wallace. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 4th assist in this one. The Pelicans have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. They're of 9. Here's Hawkins, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
3 points.
Hawkins has got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for the Pelicans. Wallace, the pass to MP. Here's Topic. Wallace, the screen. MP from deep 3-point land. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Here's Williamson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Something we're used to seeing here in the NBA, Coach. Retired players being critical of the younger generation. What's your assessment?
I think it's unfortunate, Kevin. I really do. I think the approach should more be from the retired players. They should have an appreciation of what they built and really enjoy the accomplishments of the current players. And then on the other hand, the current players need to look back and respect the foundation that those former players built for them.
Alvarado with it. Wallace on him. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Pass to Alvarado. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Ingram. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. So with Brandon Ingram's height and shooting ability, Stan, he can get about any shot he wants, can't he?
Yeah, Kevin, any shot at any time. You know, his ball handling is a lot better than people think. He can get to his spots on the floor. And a little bit like Kevin Durant, he can just rise up over people. And he's got a great ability to make really tough shots look easy.
Fun player to watch.
At the line for your defender, James, taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Stan, you always emphasize defense. What do you make of the offensive surge in the NBA today?
Well, Kevin, look, skill level is the best it's ever been. Shooting range is incredible, which makes defenses have to defend more and more of the court. Rules and officiating favor the offense. It's never been harder to defend in the NBA.
It sure looks that way. You're right.
Yeah, on the attack. Ingram making things happen.
Second personal foul. 4th team foul. Shooting for New Orleans, Brandon Ingram. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Ingram.
Yeah, for Ingram, it's just all about staying healthy because when he is, he's a huge piece for this team.
Here's Wallace. Pass to MP. Back to Wallace. Chang with a clean look. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Back to Williamson. Over Chang. And it's Williamson missing.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's Joe. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Ingram outside. There's a good screen. Puts up a 3. The Thunder pull it in. Jang's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Wallace. Joe with it. Back to Wallace.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
So Stan, I've been wondering about these different approaches. The development system for youth basketball is vastly different in the U.S. than in Europe. Which do you think is best?
Well, I think in terms of developing skills, Kevin, we've seen it. The European players of all sizes have very well-rounded games skill-wise. They do a lot of work on a daily basis developing those skills, whereas in the U.S., our young guys play a lot of games in the AAU system. Skill development not as strong, but they do learn to compete on an everyday basis.
MP's shot is good.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Oklahoma City.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27. And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for MP.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got. Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Alvarado finds Ingram. Williamson outside. And a wide open look for McCollum. That 3 off the mark.
Well, it's just not been his night. He's finding good looks, but they're just not falling.
MP passes to Joe. Wallace outside. 5 on the clock. Hartenstein with the screen for Wallace. Sinks the three-pointer.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll do it, folks. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Way to bring the effort tonight.
And Pete got the job done tonight, as usual.
Hey, congrats.
This is Scoot Henderson, and you're watching NBA 2K TV.
Oh, yeah, let's go. That was perfect. Welcome to an all-new episode of NBA 2K TV.
In the My Career storyline, you come across a lot of NBA players, one of which is Scoot Henderson.
And we caught up with him while recording his scene. He gave us some tips on how to use him in NBA 2K. Take a look.
That's big time coming from you, man. I studied your game.
I appreciate that. But remember, nothing in this league is given to you. You gotta earn it, trust me. I'm speaking from experience.
Scoot, welcome to 2K TV. We're so excited to have you here. Now, you are here at the mocap studio shooting for My Career in NBA 2K25. How excited are you?
I'm really excited. I always just used to watch videos when I was younger, growing up, seeing them do the actions, and it, translating to the game. So now that I'm here, it's kind of like a dream come true. During the draft process, I think that was just in my head the whole time. Me being in the game, my family being able to play as me on the game. So, like I said, dream come true.
Like shaking Adam Silver's hand and being yeah, I'm gonna be in NBA 2K. I like that. So, talking directly to a player who has you on their team, what is the best way to utilize your skills in the game?
To have the ball in my hands. Just use me the whole game, whether it's offense or defense. I hope they don't got my stamina too low.
I know, it's going to be good.
But yeah, I think you can just make plays with me. You could take it to the rack, jumpers, it don't really matter. I do play the game. I'm really good. I think I can hit shots at least. I might not got the cheesy dribbles, but I can hit a shot.
Who's your favorite players to go up against in the league right now?
I like playing against Steph or Chris Paul. Just watching how they play the game and watching Steph run off a billion screens. It kind of just teach you a lesson to really lock in on film itself. So
you probably grew up watching them. And to play against them is pretty surreal.
Yeah.
Chris Paul's almost 40.
Yeah. Chris Paul, he loves it, I guess.
And action.
Good work. You earned this, twin. You ever see me again, though?
Come on, bro. I stay ready.
All right, that's a bet.
Appreciate you, bro.
That's good work. Keep going, twin.
You too. Good luck the rest of the season.
Yes, sir. Yep.
What's one thing that you want to make sure that you get in the game?
My drip. 24, I got the big shorts, so yeah, hopefully they just get the drip right.
Dang, it's coming full circle because it's 2003 draft class, and then we went skinny, we went short shorts, and now we're kind of going back to the baggy shorts. Okay, speaking of drip, you have your first signature shoe with Puma. Congratulations, that's awesome.
I think they were really, really open to my ideas, my family ideas, when it came to designing the shoe. And it was a fun process, just with the colorways, and I was able to really just create and be myself with my sister, trying to. She helped a lot.
I heard there's a 2K.
Yeah, we got 2K colorways. Got the little green meter on the bottom, and on the game it light up. So.
Really?
Yeah, the forum strip light up, so that's hard.
Speaking of youth, you launched your own boys and girls youth programs a couple of years ago. What's it like to see the upcoming talent in those programs?
Yeah, I do have two programs with women and boys. Scoot Henderson Elite and Team Scoot. Really just right out of my gym in Marietta, Georgia. They play 360. Growing up, I always played on my dad's AU team. I always just played on the AAU circuit, and for me to kind of infiltrate that, it's fun to see how it's growing, just how much of a community center it has turned into, just welcoming a lot of people, a lot of young cats just coming through there. And it's not just basketball, it's a lot of things like school, ODDX game, and we got a lot of things going on in the next place. So.
I like that.
Like an OG.
This is OG-esque.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite player growing up?
Oh, Allen Iverson. I used to watch a lot of his videos on him. Kobe. You know, the Lil Wayne Kobe mixtape. I used to watch that like every day before I went to school. And Russell Westbrook highlights, it's always crazy.
When you were talking about your drip and the large shorts, I was literally thinking AI.
Oh, yeah,
so, yeah.
You got the big drip for sure.
You got those big shorts. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us on 2K TV.
Appreciate it.
In Season 5, Rodney and Brian sent me a message saying, hey, let's get on, let's run some 3v3. And as luck would have it, we saw none other than Portland Trailblazer DeAndre Ayton. So he was running a shooting guard, a two-way inside-out ISO creator, and I drew the matchup as the guard for Team 2K TV. And the first time that I was going to be in trouble, he's averaging almost 15 points a game in the city. That is wild in a game to 21. First play, he darts past me on a backdoor and slams it home, and I knew I needed to ready up my game quickly. So I dart up court, actually got by him and slammed one down on my own, which felt fantastic. He dunks past me again, 11-10, and I'm like, yeah, this team knows what they're doing. DeAndre is clearly capable in 2K. Final score, 21-12. Yeah, they pretty much shut us out from there, but so much fun was had. And this is just what's great about playing 2K in the city. Earlier in the year, we ran into Keon Ellis in the rec. Yeah, we got this one.
So you're just messing around.
Nice take. I played with Draymond Green from the Warriors randomly. You just don't know. Could be a celebrity, could be an NBA star. There's so much fun to be had, even if it's just with your friends making memories. That's why I 2K.
All right, how many siblings do I have? Is it 2, 4, 6, or 8? Now, if you went to 6, enjoy that VC, man.
The 2K Share feature is where you can create or download My NBA Leagues created by the 2K community.
Browse through countless leagues or set up your My NBA save any way you like.
This includes full customization of the teams, rules, and the ability to share to anyone.
This is a perfect way to explore eras of the past, experiment with players or draft classes from multiple eras, or create rule combinations that have never existed anywhere else.
In a way, it's your chance to make and share your own version of professional basketball.
Once you're ready to share, go to the options, upload a scenario, and send out your favorite My NBA scenario for the 2K community to check out. Enjoy the fun. There's nothing else like it in sports gaming, only in 2K. Today we have your affiliation leads here today to talk about our Season 7 builds. My Elite versus Shakedown's Rise. You're up 1 on us, Shake, so I have to give the fans a build to compete with that. How you doing today? What build do you have in store for the fans?
What up? It's your boy Shake. Shout out to Rise and all my Rise compadres. This time around, I went with a 2-way, 3-level shot creator. A little bit of everything and a whole lot of problem for the rest of the community.
All right, so take us through why you made this build and submitted it for the game.
And that's a good question. Initially, I made the build to relieve my teammates of the pressure of having to play on-ball defense. And this way, I can play on-ball defense and still orchestrate the offense.
And what are some of the things that separates this build from other builds you made? Why did you focus on this specifically? Like, was it a badge threshold? What were the things that really put this build over the top?
Primarily, this build was designed to be a 1v1 build. I gave him a high interior defense with a 6'3" build that has a 95 ball handle. So he's not going to stop every big, but he can definitely make you miss and get a board. So this build was initially made to make it difficult for people to beat me 1v1. And now I've just been having fun with the build in every mode. What about you, Chris? What got you into the build that you put out there for the community?
So Shake, I wanted to create the perfect shooting guard. I have a shot creating 3-level threat, which means you want to shoot the midi, you got it. You want the up and under pump fakes and draw those fouls like Shea, you got it. You want the 3-point game, you got it as well. This build is the perfect offensive threat. And the best part, Shake, this build has an 84 strength, which allows for bullying people inside offensively with strong handle on Hall of Fame. So that's one way that I really love to use this build. Getting those Euro pushes out of the way. You want a couple elbows. And also with a 91 steal, you can play sound defense and pick and choose where you want to steal the ball. So you can be sneaky and get the ball back for your team as well. In fact, I love this build so much. I really created it for the community to have fun because I've seen so many variations of shooting guards out there, Shake, throughout the year. That's what the community play.
Absolutely.
You say this build's meant V3 versus 5v5, like where are the pros and cons of using this build anywhere in the game?
This build's primarily a park build, but I found that if I took him into the rec, because of that 93 3-ball, of course, if you have cap breakers, you can increase that, but he can sit on the hash and splash threes. He can run the offense with his ball handle, get to the cup. He's got an 88 drive and dunk. So it makes it very, very dynamic build. And when people collapse on you, you have just enough pass accuracy to get the ball out to your shooters.
Let's talk about how we enhance this build and make it even greater than it already is. How should people use cap breakers on this build?
For me, it's non-negotiable. I think you should consider that 99 perimeter defense. This build, out the gate, 94 perimeter with the ability to add the cap breakers to get him to a 99 perimeter defense. And I think that's a huge advantage because on defense, not only can you lock up your assignment, but then now he's got to be faced with your 95 ball handle. So if you put the other cap breakers on the ball handle, now they can't guard you 1v1, and you can guard them 1v1. So this makes your build a real problem offensively and defensively. What kind of cap breakers did you add to the build to really take them to the next level?
So when you first get the build, you'll be able to score from anywhere on the floor. You have a 90 midi and an 84 speed. You can create great looks for yourself with dribble pull-ups and fades. It starts out in a 92 3-ball, which allows to be a threat from the outside, and you have a high lane and dunk. So with cap breakers, I like to put them in the midi, the 3-pointer, and of course, the driving dunk. So right now, I have a 94, 94, 95 on those 3 attributes, which just means that you're a threat from anywhere.
Sounds like an elite build. Not sure if we can really rise to the occasion if we was going up against my build. But I really like what you put out there for the community, for sure.
All right, what's the best performance that you've put up with this build in 2K25?
I host a lot of streams, especially on Wednesdays. And I love to bring my fans, my subscribers out, and we all just hoop like a Saturday morning barbecue, just having a good time. And my best performances have come where, I'm teaming up with friends and I'm either just dominating, over a weekend event, or I'm just dominating in my own streams. I get my butt kicked every now and then, but we're all here to have fun and have a good time. And that's why we make these builds. They're for the community. My build was made, very balanced across the board, specifically for the average Joe to be able to pick up and have a lot of fun with, and also reap a lot of rewards and have a lot of success.
I love it, Shake. That's what it's all about, getting the community to get their builds in the game. And I'm excited to check yours out, and hopefully, we'll have...
Gotta love H-Town. This city shows a hoop of love.
Feeling good, MP?
MP said he woke up today ready to slay some dragons.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Skylar Cole for that lovely performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back, folks. Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. Along with Grant Hill and Brent Berry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at Oklahoma City, they've been outstanding thus far, claiming the top spot in their conference. And of course the Rockets, far behind in the standings.
Right now for the Thunder, I really think the high expectations put a certain amount of pressure on these guys. But to their credit, they have really stepped up to it.
I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. In at forward, it's Jordan Williams. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with MP. And it's Holmgren in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Rockets, at small forward and power forward, it's Brooks and Smith. Green out there with Shepard, and it's Şengün in at center.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Brooks outside. Here's Green, and he buries his first look.
And fighting his way through, Green not afraid in there with the big boys.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Earlier I spoke with Brian Keefe. We were talking about Chet Holmgren, the versatility of both ends. And Coach pointed out one thing in particular, saying that Chet has the ability to create for himself. He's a tremendous ball handler for his size. He has great footwork, and he stays on balance. He knows it's going to take a team effort defensively.
Thanks for that, Allie. Here's Shepard. With the floater. That one's good from Green. And the assist by Shepard. Green's got his second basket of the game.
I love it. What concentration. Green taking the contact well and converting with confidence.
Tipped. Brooks against Dort. Pass to Green. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Just a versatile offensive weapon. I really like seeing Green mix it up with that floater.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort.
On the wing, MP. Pass to Holmgren. Outside, Williams. 6 to shoot. Screen by Holmgren. Some room here for Williams. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. Williams has got 5 points.
There's a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
Well done on the glass. Gets himself in position where he can use his size.
Here's MP. Smith with the rebound.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Despite the defensive presence, he challenges at the rim. Give him an A for effort.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
And more often than not, Gilgeous-Alexander would pass on that shot, but he drains it this time.
Now Green. He has 6. Down low. And stolen by Williams. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Pass to Holmgren. Oh, the Thunder tack on 2 more.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He wants to give them a breather and talk things over. And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game coming at any defense that people throw at him.
Pass to Shepard. And here is Green. Houston with another miss.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And the basket by MP.
Well, MP goes through the defense for the score. Wow.
Rockets trail by 8. Outside, Green. Pass to Smith. Here's Shepard. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Holmgren. Williams with it. Guarded by Smith. MP shot is off. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Smith. All right, a moment to check out some numbers for Jalen Green.
And by looking at his true shooting percentage over the last 5 games, you can see how much he's paying attention to his shot selection, and it's showing.
And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. It's Dort on the wing. Brooks defending. Launches a 3. Unable to get that one. The Rockets trail. Outside, Green. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Houston with another miss.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Back comes Houston in transition. Smith with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Thunder leading by 8. Back to MP. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th assist with that last one. And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Well, at this point of the season, the identity and merit of each team is becoming more and more clear, Grant.
Oh, yes, indeed. I mean, we have a good understanding of who the real contenders are. But there always seems to be a dark horse team that makes a push in the second half of the season. Anything can happen.
Wallace, he's checked in for MP. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Shepard comes in for Dort, and MP subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter here. Şengün passes to Eason. Şengün, the screen. Back to Eason. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Wallace pulls it in.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
MP, the pass to Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
I mean, Holmgren, not that hard for him at his height, but jamming it through.
Here's Van Vliet. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Tries the 9-footer. Hartenstein pulls it in.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
MP, the pass to Hartenstein. Now here's MP. Goes back up. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Jalen Green making highlights for the Houston Rockets. He put together 10 points in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, what do you think about the Rockets?
They're getting a big contribution from the bench already.
They're looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
Fred Van Vliet out there with Thompson. Then it's Tari Eason. Then there's Alperen Şengün. And it's De Silva in at power forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Now here's Hartenstein. He's scoreless. Inside. Wallace outside. MP outside. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Hartenstein. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. The three from Holmgren. It's rebounded by Şengün. And Van Vliet has got the ball here for Houston. Next up on the schedule, the Clippers. That'll be a home game. And that'll be their second of 4 total games at home. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pelicans looked really strong. He finished with 30 points and knocked down his share of three-pointers. That was a factor, too. And when he plays like that, it's easy to see why this team could be so hard to beat lately. They'll try and stay hot in this one.
It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Number 35, Ian Happy.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Holmgren. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Houston in the lead. Right wing. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. This team has now won 28 consecutive games and have put themselves into elite company by surpassing the record set by LeBron James and the Heat back in 2013.
Well, I've been super fortunate to be on some teams that have had some great runs, and I know how hard this can be. You can be so talented, you can be so committed, but you also have to have a few things go your way. Right now, everything going their way. That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Wallace left side to the middle. Here's Hartenstein. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Hartenstein's gotten his first points in this one. For Houston, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Pass to Şengün. Van Vliet scanning the floor. Thompson outside. And the miss. Not the best shot selection there.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
So it's the Rockets now.
They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Smith, he's checked in for Houston. Shepard comes in for Fred VanVleet. It's both from the stripe. Thunder trail by 3. MP outside. Here's MP taking it inside. Counted. His 4th bucket in 8 shots.
You give MP lanes to the rim, he looks to attack. I love his initiative there.
And we've got a timeout from Ryan Keefe. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Let's take an early look at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. No matter who ends up competing, you know it's going to be a show.
And the best part, B.A., every year we see something different, something new. I can't wait.
And you look at Smith. He's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Well, we'll just have to see. But I personally would love seeing him in the dunk contest.
And as All-Star Weekend gets closer, we'll of course update you on how things are looking. But this year already promises plenty of standout performances.
Yeah, this is going to be a dunk contest you don't want to miss.
Thunder trail by 3. Pass to MP. Here's Topic. From downtown. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, selfless stuff on that dish from MP.
Here's Shepard. No points so far. Here's Şengün. Out of bounds. It'll be Thunderball. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Houston. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Friday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets. Houston making some changes. Dylan Brooks comes in for Eason, and Green is subbed in for Thompson. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. Wallace, the pass to Holmgren. Williams on the wing. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Jabari Smith.
A lot of things that they love about Jalen Williams, but his polished all-around game is something appreciated. He can fill the roles and fill the holes for whatever they need to do.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. And Williams drops them both.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to single.
And a foul called on MP. That'll be a second foul of the game.
In the first half, you want to stay aggressive, but you also want to be careful. That is his second foul already.
Şengün finds Brooks. Green up top. From about 19, and the Rockets tack on 2 more.
And this is Green's role, an active scorer who doesn't lack confidence firing from the mid-range.
Wallace outside. Pass to Holmgren. MP scanning the floor. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board. And when you talk about guys who are built for the modern game,
add Smith's name to that list.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Oklahoma City making a switch here. Hartenstein's checked in. Smith hits them both.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 points in the game. Green against MP. Clock at 6. Williams from long range knocks down the triple. Williams has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Pass to Green. It's stolen by MP. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Second personal.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense. Getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Eason's checked in for Sengun.
One of those guys who came into the league with great expectations. MP has met those and then some.
Here's Shepard. Yet to see a basket. Here's Green from the arc. Green's feeling it at the arc.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Williams from long range. Wallace outside. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Wallace has got his first 3 points of the game.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Pass to Shepard. Now Easton. And here is Green. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
Now here's MP. Last game with 30. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. With some arc. Second chance effort. The rebound by Shepard. The Rockets have gotten 7 of their first 9 shots to drop during the second. Pass to Green. In close. Green puts it in.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover, especially at his size.
On the wing, Green. And it goes. That makes him 9 for 13 now.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
MP gets it to go through contact.
Solid in the first. Fantastic here in the second. He was just waiting for the moment.
Outside Easton. Pass to Green. Fires top of the key. Oh, a little luck that time as it drops. Green's got 24.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
MP, the pass to Williams. From deep, MP. The shot no good. Houston has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Here's Shepard, still without a bucket. Oh, they get a hand on it. Here's MP. MP fast up the floor.
Oh, excellent hustle by MP. He deserved to be rewarded with the bucket for his effort.
The Rockets trail. And it's Green. Oh, Jalen Green. Serious bounce.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Here's MP. Eason pulls it in. And Houston's shooting has been great. 57% and finding ways to score consistently. And here's Shepherd for three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hardenstein's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's MP. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
That basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. Alperen Sengun's checked in for Houston. Thompson comes in for Green. Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Lou Dort comes in for Wallace. And that one misses. And it's Houston's ball. They trail by 1. Pass to Sengun. Here's Shepherd. Over MP. And it's Shepherd missing. Now here's Holmgren. Not a lot of room. Here's MP. And a missed layup. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Thunder out front. They're up by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Welcome, one and all. Guys, I want to talk about something else for just a second. Is it me, or have the alternative jerseys around the league gotten a little too creative?
I wish you wear an alternative jersey every once in a while, Ernie.
Yeah, man. You know, your threads are getting a little bit stale. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's up with this? I just asked a basketball question, and now it's a personal attack. I'm done with you two. Now, as we look at the first half, the Rockets find themselves in a close ballgame.
They look great on offense. The ball is flying around. Guys are getting open. It's enjoyable to watch.
Especially for those of us who are brought up playing the game this way.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Jalen Green.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Inside, we got Williams and Holmgren. MP is out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3 slot. And down it goes. 2 points. Green's got 28.
And right now, Green's got the hot hand, and it would be wise to keep going to him.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, similarities in the games of Alperen Sengun and Nikola Jokic. A couple years back, Jokic suggested that Houston run their offense more through him, and they have. Jokic said that's going to benefit the whole organization. If he wants to pass and play for the team, they'll move when the ball's in his hands. Brian?
Well, Jokic would know. Thanks, Allie. Drills it from deep. Green's got 31 points.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Pass to Shepherd. Green with the ball. Offline with a 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Here's Shepard. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. A foul called on MP. That's his third foul of the game.
First team foul.
Şengün passes to Brooks. And here is Green, covered by MP, from deep. And Jalen Green is good for three. Green's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and Green has tons of confidence in his three-point shot. And it was on display right there as he knocked it down.
Here's MP. Good D by Şengün.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Left side Green. And he gets that one. And now it's a 5-point Houston lead.
And you can see Smith has the vision. Now, it'll be interesting to watch that part of his game continue to develop.
With a brief pause, here are the most difficult teams to score against over the last 10 games. Number 1, the Thunder.
Well, over the past couple weeks, this defense has found itself locked in. They've played hungry, and they've played physical.
MP. It's deflected.
And putting his length to good work. Smith gets aggressive and finds the block.
Pass to Şengün. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Dort finds MP. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. It's going to go on Jalen Green.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in this game. Thompson, he's checked in for the Rockets.
At the line for one.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. From undrafted to a key rotational player, Lou Dort's story is definitely inspirational.
This guy has worked so hard to make himself into an NBA player. But I will tell you this, B.A., he's never not believed that he wasn't one. And Luguentz Dort continues to make improvements, and the guys on the team love the way he approaches it.
Now here's Brooks. Still no points. Pass to Smith. Here's Brooks. Dort defending. Brooks, the pass to Şengün. Over Holmgren. Şengün, no good.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Here's Smith. Providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game.
Oh, good recognition from Smith Jr. Now, sensing the defense overcommitment, punishing them for it.
Now, here's Williams. And here's MP from outside. Offensive rebound. Williams passes to MP. Yes! And the foul! It's going to be on him in Thompson.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the harm. Incredible.
It'll be his fourth time going to the line in this game.
MP. The line for one.
The Rockets lead by 4. Pass to Şengün. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. MP no good.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Now here's Smith. Thompson scanning the floor. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
I like how Thompson put pressure on the D, taking it strong near the hole.
And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They've got Tari Eason Fred VanVleet out there with Amin Thompson. Then there's Alperon Şengün. And it's De Silva in at small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Now here's MP. Williams, a screen on Şengün. The long-range hit from MP.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Counted. Thompson's got 23.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
To the paint. Here's Williams. It's rebounded by Houston. Easton's got 4 rebounds now.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
VanVleet finds Easton. The open shot by Thompson. Hartenstein pulls it in. Thunder trail by 4. Here's Williams. And he jams it home with authority.
And we see the speed and power. I mean, Williams shows off on that one.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. VanVleet outside. Lets the 3 fly. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got rebound number 7 tonight.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Now here's MP. Pure from 3-point range. MP's got 16 in the second half.
He's hit a pair of 3s each half, making a significant impact.
Şengün, the screen. That shot makes him 7 for 14. He's been good tonight.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
Here's Topic. MP inside, defended by Thompson. Williams against Easton. Shot clock at 6. Here's Topic. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got his 8th rebound here tonight. MP outside. Hartenstein with a screen on Thompson. MP shot is good.
I don't know. I'm getting the feeling as this game moves on, he's getting stronger.
Thompson against MP. Here's De Silva. Outside Easton. Pass to VanVleet. Right side Easton. Here's Thompson. Out left to the wing. Şengün, the open look. Again, the miss by Şengün.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. On the wing, Thompson. Oh, that's the alley. It's Easton with the jam.
Nice find by Thompson. Look, good to see him sharing the ball like this.
Oklahoma City's gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter. MP, the pass to Williams. Wallace outside. Thompson against MP. Pass to Hartenstein. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
At the line from the Thunder, Isaiah Hartenstein. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Hartenstein. So for the Rockets, Osman, he's checked in for Easton, and it's Shepard in for Fred VanVleet.
I'm sure he wanted to hit all his free throws, but at least he gave his team the lead.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep, MP. On target from range. MP's got 41.
Yeah, very accurate shot by MP. He must have been drilling these since a young age.
Pass to De Silva from outside the arc. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. They've led by as many as 11 to the inside. Thompson against Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Şengün. MP with the block.
Yeah, a timely intervention by MP. He knew just when to attack the shot.
And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That'll be a second foul of the game. Smith, he's checked in for the Rockets. Green comes in for Osman. MP finds Holmgren. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. MP battles him inside.
Continue to get that man the rock. He's delivering whatever it counts.
Rockets trail by 6. Pass to Smith. Now here's Thompson. Oh, from deep. The Rockets again can't hit.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from three-point range.
Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Şengün has such a great feel for the game. He's savvy and he knows how to get a call.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
And another difference maker that we could point to tonight has been second chance points. They've been in there, they've had active hands, they've been in great position, and they've been smart attacking the offensive glass.
Going through contact, Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to fall.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Outside, Green. Unloads. And right on target. Green's got 38 points.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Well, that is on the defense there. You can't be overzealous trying to stop MP.
Shooting for Oklahoma City. MP taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. Rockets trail by 8. Pass to Şengün. Here's Shepherd. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And it's Shepherd missing. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. To the paint. Gilgeous-Alexander with the hammer.
How about the vertical of Gilgeous-Alexander, a guard who can get up and throw it down.
Houston has gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. Outside, Green. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on MP.
Second team foul. At the line for your Rockets, Green.
Free throw good, Green.
And for Green, it's about trying to be consistent. He has talent, and he needs to play to his strengths.
Thunder leading by 8. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to MP. Pass to Dort. Back to MP. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Well, the defender's stopping. And So it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you next time.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.
be reaching like that, MP. They're a good team, but we got you. So we're going to win.